I didn't react when she appeared in the doorway last night and said those words. She announced that we had opened our marriage and that she intended to sleep with her boss first. I simply nodded, walked past her, and went to bed, not because I accepted it, but because a final piece of my plan had just fallen into place. She mistook my silence for surrender. She thought she had finally broken me. What she didn't know was that I had already crossed the point of no return weeks ago. She had no idea that the war had begun. I married her for her fire, her razor-sharp mind, her ambition. She used to see me as her anchor, the one constant in her chaotic world. Somewhere along the line, admiration turned into entitlement, and her ambitions became arrogance. That same fire I once loved began consuming everything in its path. At first, I ignored the little digs. You're too calm. You don't fight for things. You're too predictable. She mistook my composure for weakness. That was her first mistake. Then came the signs. A message preview on her smartwatch, a laugh that wasn't mine, tone she never used with anyone else. Late nights, extra shifts, new perfume, the usual indicators. But the final confirmation came when I opened a cloud folder she didn't know synced automatically. Screenshots, chats, plans, mocking jokes about how soft I was. And the cruelest, he'll never leave. He needs me. She had already been sleeping with him. The open marriage announcement was just her attempt to humiliate me. That's when the hurt quieted and the strategy began. I stopped confronting, stopped asking questions, stopped reacting. I observed. I collected everything. Timestamps, photos, call logs, financial discrepancies, even her lies about joint decisions. I consulted a top lawyer, one who takes pleasure in dismantling lies piece by piece. I quietly moved my salary to a private account, transferred the house, my premarital asset, fully into my name, and meticulously documented her affair, especially how her boss used company trips for personal meetings. HR loves concrete evidence. But the final touch was reaching out to someone she never expected, her boss's wife. She, it turns out, wasn't surprised. She had her own evidence, her own folder of receipts. And she'd been waiting for the right partner to deliver the final blow. Together, we coordinated, coldly, perfectly. So when my wife announced her open marriage plan, she unknowingly gave me the last verbal confirmation my lawyer needed. I didn't argue. I didn't lash out. I didn't threaten. I went to bed while she texted him, laughing and planning their night. She thought she had won. Morning came. I made pancakes, cut fresh fruit, set the table like it was our anniversary. I wanted her calm, unprepared, unsettled. When she walked in, she smirked. "Good. You finally understand," she said. She assumed the breakfast was an apology, a surrender. Then she noticed who was at the table. Her boss, his wife, my lawyer. Her face drained of color almost instantly. She froze in the doorway, unmoving, unraveling in perfect silence. I slid a folder across the table. "Sit. We have a lot to go through." Her boss wouldn't meet her gaze. His wife had divorce papers ready. My lawyer had the marriage contract, financial statements, screenshots, and an HR complaint drafted. "You set me up," she whispered. "No," I said calmly. "You set yourself up. I just turned on the lights." She shook her head as if disbelief could undo reality. The silence was brutal. Her boss's wife handed him the papers. My lawyer handed me mine. HR received the evidence. His career ended. Her dignity obliterated. Her plan lay in ashes. Tears came. The same woman who had boasted she could replace me in a week couldn't even form a sentence. I never raised my voice. That, more than anything, hurt her. By evening, she had moved to her sister's house. Her open marriage fantasy didn't survive real evidence. Her boss was suspended pending investigation. His wife thanked me. My lawyer said this was one of the cleanest victories he'd seen in years. She texted me once, "Can we talk?" I didn't reply. Revenge isn't loud or chaotic. It's quiet, measured, executed with precision and patience. Last night, she thought I was weak. This morning, she realized I was silent because I had already finished with her. And that's what broke her completely.